welcome to our webinar, Invested in Your Community. We're really excited to be here with not one guest, but three guests. Yay! And we're in a new location, a different location today for our three guests set up here. And today in our webinar, we're going to be talking about the credit union difference and how Shell FCU serves our local communities. We've got some experts in the room with us today, so I am really, really excited. My name is Audrey. I'm the digital media specialist here at Shell FCU, and here are some of our amazing guests. I'm going to introduce them to y'all really quickly. First of all, we have Mike. Welcome in, Mike.
How's it going, guys? I do business development for Shell, and I'm here to mainly party, but also talk to you guys about what we got going on.
Yes.
And we have Raina.
Hi, everyone. I'm Raina, and I also do the business development here at Shell FCU. We're out in the community, and we're excited about this topic today.
And we have Nikki.
Hi guys, my name is Nikki. I'm the marketing coordinator here at Shell Federal Credit Union. I oversee the events and our scholarship program, as well as our FCU Team program.
I am lucky enough to be able to get to witness the work that these three do on a day-to-day basis, but I'm really excited to share it all with y'all today. We're going to talk a little bit real quick about the difference between credit unions and banks, because we are a credit union. We do banking, but we have a lot of differences between your typical bank. So let's talk about some of the differences. So
it's surprising how often that question specifically does come up, though. I think it's almost every event that we go to.
Every single place we go to.
It's like every event that we go to where you'll be out there and then somebody will come up and they ask that exact question, because it seems like it's very simple, and maybe some people are come up and they're like scared to ask because they're like, is this too obvious?
Yeah.
But it's important information. I think you see it a lot too, even at
All
the
the
FCU
times,
team, right?
whether it's FCU Team, regular events, everywhere. People all the time,
Yeah. So, and then sometimes we just let them know. And I was like, hey, do you know the difference between a credit union and a bank? And it's super simple. But I mean, if you didn't know, we're here to tell you, we are a full financial institution. So one of the key differences is that our board is, it's a volunteer board. Like our board of directors and our supervisory committee, they're all volunteers, which is great because they're here for the community, here for the members.
Yeah, that means that like when it comes to decisions on which products to kind of push out or which kind of services we want to focus on, engage on, the board is entirely focusing on what best serves our membership, right?
Yeah.
So like the community themselves as a whole, what is going to best help them, our people, and that's what we focus on. And the board does that super well. They've been consistently putting out amazing products and services consistently back to back to back. So some of the best features that are out there, you can, if you happen to see a board member, you can thank them because they're responsible for making those decisions.
Yeah, and to make sure we have low rates, which that's what makes us different from banks, because thanks to our board and thanks to like the membership, this is a way for us to be able to keep those low rates that we all want. Lower rates on loans, but then higher rates on when it comes to dividends and CDs, the good stuff, right? So those are one of the key differences of the credit union and a bank, as well as we're insured. The same thing. We're also insured. So if you were worried about your money being safe, it is safe. With the credit union, we're insured with the NCUA, which is the National Credit Union Administration. Same as a bank, but they use a different insurance.
So there's a lot of big things. I think like one of the biggest things that comes to mind for me specifically is I think about in terms of like the service and like the direction of like the credit union, right? So I think, for example, like whenever we go back to a couple years back, whenever everything was kind of moving towards that, where you could do the banking on your own, you walk into and you'd be able to do it like with ATMs and things like that. Okay, you remember that, right? Kind of like the whole self-checkout world that's out there, right? So thankfully, our board was like, well, that's not what our members want. And then so we were able to kind of change that direction and focus just on the members. So we keep a fully staffed branches. You can walk in there and see 15 people sometimes, if not more so. So I think those are the luxuries that come with like a credit union, where you just get that little bit extra push of service.
Yeah, and it's so much more of a personal interaction, like getting to know that banker, that teller. It's way different than dealing with a computer.
Yeah, and you're going to have experts that are there and they're knowledgeable about the things you may have questions about, so that if you're not sure about how to go about getting a mortgage or anything like that. You're going to have those people there that are actually going to help you walk through that process.
And it is important to say that the not-for-profit part is what's so important.
Yes.
And you can see it in all avenues, right? So it's not just the way that we necessarily function as a whole, with the business as a whole, as a nonprofit, but it's even you'll see it inside the little agendas. So for example, when it comes to the loan officers that you'll see, right? So you come in for let's say a mortgage, or you come in for an auto loan. So the loan officers that you see, they're not going to be pushing a product on you because they don't receive any kind of commission, right? So that's a really important thing to note, right? So I mean, anybody who knows you'll go somewhere and 9 times out of 10 there's some kind of incentive, some kind of commission. So people are trying to upsell on things, right? That's a big word in the world, right? Is upselling. But when it comes to our loan officers, that non-for-profit thing is so cool because they're just trying to give you what's best for you.
Right. Absolutely.
We're here for the members.
Yeah. So they don't have anything like that. So it's just a peace of mind that you get, and it helps when it comes to deciding what direction to go for your banking.
Yeah. I would say that, at the end of the day, what it all comes down to is that a credit union, the purpose is to serve the members, right? It's not generating profit or anything like that. We're here to serve the members. And so with that last piece in mind, that kind of leads us right into the main discussion that we're going to have today with all of these lovely folks right here. And I think let's start with talking to our business development team. And I would love to chat with y'all a little bit about what it is that y'all do, because you are a very important piece of that community focused element of our credit union. So to start, could you just share a little bit with us about what it is that y'all do on a day-to-day basis? What does your job entail?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so the number one thing that we do is we bring happiness to the world. That's one thing that we do, right? That's our main focus. But secondarily though, we strive to make sure that Shell as a credit union is seen as often as possible, right? So we want to be as involved with the community as we can. So it not only comes from giving back, but also just being centralized in what's happening in the world, right? So we do that in a couple of different ways. So one, we like to participate a lot with the chambers of commerce. So there's many in the Houston area, and we participate in pretty much all of them. So what each chamber of commerce does is it gets together a bunch of like-minded businesses that are trying to grow in their communities. Exactly. Yeah. So that's what we do. We participate with those. That's one avenue, and that looks like luncheons. So we sponsor a lot of things. Recently, they're doing all this stuff for giving back for with 9/11. They did a lot of giving back for that.
National Night Out coming up. A lot of them partner with them.
There's State of Education, so where they talk to other leaders in the education world to talk about what the state of education is, and we like to get as involved as we can with those situations as well. Back to school is always big for us.
Oh, huge. That is our busiest time of the year.
And they can testify because I know you guys see.
Yes.
We end up, thank you guys. Thank you guys, because we do end up leaning into our marketing department in those times because we need just more staff to be at all of these events that we do. But it's all good because it means that it gives us a chance to give back to those teachers, which are doing amazing things already as is, and they're working with our youth. So on a day-to-day basis, it'll really look like for us, it's a lot of packing. We do a lot of packing. We're constantly gathering supplies and
a lot of planning.
There's a lot of planning, and then it's just events after events after events. So it's just us consistently on the road, looking for and going to different opportunities to showcase Shell Federal Credit Union in the light that we best know it as, and then as well as giving back to that community, right?
And to add, our days are different. So they're not the same. Mike was saying, one day we're going to be on the road all day. The next day we're in the office trying to find opportunities to partner with the community, or catching up all the paperwork and reports and stuff. So it is a little different, but again, we wouldn't be able to do this without the help of the entire marketing team and just the credit union as a whole. With our members and also the rest of the staff, making sure they're letting everyone know what we have going on, and letting us know what there's stuff going on because sometimes our members and our staff, they live in the community and they're like, oh, there's this event coming up, will you guys be interested in doing this? And we're like, oh yeah, let's take a look and see if there's any way we can help.
I mean, now, don't get me wrong, we do have some of our favorite ones, right? Like we do have some of our favorite organizations. A lot of the non-for-profit organizations out there are definitely some of our favorites. There's definitely a lot in Houston that do so much to give back to the community. So those are obviously the ones that we enjoy participating with because you get a little bit out, you feel good. You know what I mean? Afterwards,
you feel
good.
warm and fuzzy inside.
You do. Like the pet adoption.
Oh, those are my favorite. This past weekend, we were able to get 3 pets adopted. 3 new families. I love it.
So
she adopted all 3. No,
she did,
guys. So I mean, there's definitely there's so many that we do, and like she said, we're no day is the same day because we kind of have to prepare for completely different situations time after time. And, me on the north side, which hopefully shout out to the north side people. Hopefully y'all see me around over there. Comment down below if you guys have a favorite place that you see me. And then her down here on the south side. And then of course we overlap at like the bigger functions. But we're consistently out and about, but enjoying every minute of it.
I love it. And so from your perspective, from what y'all are seeing, what difference do y'all see this making in the lives of our members, our neighbors, our communities?
Well, I mean, to add basically to what Michael was saying is just the community connection, right? Mm-hmm. Like you want to be involved, but you also want to have that connection with the community, just to let them know, hey, we're here for you. We're here for your financial needs. Financial education is very important for us. So that's why we always try to get involved with the schools a lot. We're big on that. The board is big on that. We just want to make sure like everyone is financially fit. So in a way for us to be able to help them out and then be involved in the community and let them know that we're here for them is by starting young and then going into schools and teaching them about financial literacy. And last time me and Mike, we went to this event and it was with first graders and second graders.
That one was really fun.
It was fun, but we had to figure out a way to like bring in this information to babies. Like they're, I don't know how old are, like first graders.
Right. It was like kinder and first.
Kinder and Gary. So so we're like, do you have a piggy bank? And I love it. Like, you just have to start small, but you want to start with having those conversations.
It was really unique though because for 2 reasons. Well, first of all, they had like a little market. I don't know if y'all did this when y'all were little, but they had like a little market where they would save up like gold stars and they could get like toys and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So we had a really good premise to kind of like leap board off of. To talk about like banking and what that looked like.
Oh, cool.
But then beyond that, it was really funny because some of them were Spanish speakers, and I tended to struggle every now and then with my Spanish.
He did great.
But it was hilarious, and just kids are so funny because I'd be talking to one of them, and then one of them raises their hands, and I'm like, okay, and she's like, oh, my mom lets me watch TV, and I'm like, where did that come from? You know what I mean? Like, so it's like it's just kids are fun, but the idea, the premise of us being there is, of course, all the kids took home great little shell things and then some flyers for their parents and stuff. But the premise of having those educational conversations, at an early age, where maybe the kids can go home and open up that conversation to their parents. So like I think it's very powerful, and we're very fortunate to be able to go that route. And we definitely have seen the community be very grateful. They have many
especially
times.
when we're out at events, we hear this all the time. Oh my God, I bank with you guys. The moment they see the logo, they're like, I'm already a member. And I was like, oh, we love it. Thank you. So I think it is one of those differences. You see it. Like for example, like, we're sponsors on a lot of things, and I get text messages from friends. They're like, oh my gosh, look, your logo was at this one event. And I love that. I like the recognition. I like that, we try to be, in Houston and surrounding areas here supporting and helping out, whenever we can.
Yeah, and another way that we also get connected to those schools is through our John Garrison Scholarship Program that actually just started accepting applications this month, guys. So if you are, if you are a graduating 2025 senior, be sure to submit those applications.
Hey, we need that on the radio right now.
That
was actually really good.
Commercial right now.
That was a really nice commercial.
That was our commercial break.
Commercial break.
And real quick, since we're on the topic of high school seniors, real quick, the FCU team is always has very fun volunteer opportunities for them to get those volunteer hours to go toward graduation.
Yeah.
So yes, always check our Facebook, always check our website, because we always have those opportunities available for y'all.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's actually a perfect opportunity for us to go in and talk a little bit about the FCU team and what the FCU team does.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So tell us, please, Nikki, what is
Okay.
FCU Team?
So the FCU Team is a nonprofit organization that was created here at the credit union a few years ago by credit union employees to help further our community unity. Essentially, we just host tons of volunteer events, we host tons of fundraisers, and it's just basically where employees and community members can come back and can come together and get involved together.
Yeah.
And
So
Go ahead. What is FCU Team? What does FCU stand for?
Oh, that's my favorite question. It stands for Furthering Community Unity.
Perfect.
Like,
I like it's so clever because
Hey,
it's like
he's learning it right now. Hey, I'm just barely finding out.
I
I'm
love it.
oh,
You like
Yeah,
financial.
like Federal Credit Union
Yeah.
Team.
Yeah. Wow.
No, I
we just
love
wanted
that.
to do like a fun little
No, I
spin,
love it.
you know?
Yeah.
So
I
yeah.
love
That's
it.
perfect.
Yes.
That's perfect. That's perfect. So, what were you gonna say, Rena?
Oh, I was gonna say, like, there's so many different volunteer opportunities. Like I mentioned earlier, I know Michael mentioned the pet adoption. Like that's just one of the ones that we just do like to host. At least like 3-4 times a year.
Yes, every quarter. I try
Every
to do
quarter,
one every
yeah.
single quarter. We recently just hosted that pet adoption with the Pasadena Animal Shelter. We also did a blood drive with Houston Methodist, and we just finished a school supply drive. I want to say back in August, which that did help roll over to our Everybody's Gotta Eat food drive that helped stock those shelves for the summer months at our local food pantries.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
love
that was
that.
great.
I gotta say, I love the turnouts that we get because it's like I mean, okay, of course, like anybody who's done any volunteering or been to any volunteering, of course, you always struggle with like ensuring that you get like a good turnout, right?
Of course,
that's a big part of it. And we have been really fortunate. Like, we've been really, really fortunate.
Yeah.
Even like the Everybody's Gotta Eat the food drive.
Oh,
There's been so many like boxes and
it's
bags.
boxes. We get in partnership with those schools, and they do such a good job, letting the students know to bring in those canned goods, because that helps us, and it helps us help y'all or help our community. So at the end of the day, we love to do it. So.
I feel like the schools make it really fun for the kids.
Oh
to
yeah,
eat.
and it's not just the schools, our employees as well. We usually we like to host like a little like fun, game for the employees, like whoever could bring the most donations. We host some type of party for them. So them just seeing how excited they get, it makes it way better.
Yeah. It's kind of like what you were saying earlier about like that warm fuzzy feeling, that you get. I love having the opportunities that we have to give back to our community in all the different ways. So what are some of the recent volunteer projects or events that the FCU team has been a part of? You mentioned some of them, but are there any others that you're particularly proud of?
Actually, so my most recent one was the pet adoption, but we are looking forward, in November, we will be partnering with the Houston Food Bank. So that is one that we are really excited about. We go out there, we help sort tons of food for families, and that's always a great event that I am looking forward to.
Yeah.
That's a busy day.
Yeah,
That's a busy day.
we're out there since 8 all the way till 12. It's we're out there. We get hundreds of volunteers. It's a huge turnout, huge event. I love it.
Yeah, it's cool seeing everybody out there in like that red shirt.
Oh, those are my favorite.
It's just like a mob of like red shirts, and like but for good.
Oh
Yeah, not the Star Trek.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
one.
it's super cool though. It's that's a fun time.
Yeah, no, one of my favorite events for sure.
Yeah. So how in your experience, how has volunteering impacted not just the community but also the Shell FCU employees?
Yeah.
that
So
are able to
volunteering.
participate?
Yeah. So volunteering gives ShellFCU employees a chance to step out of the office and get in like a completely new atmosphere, and it really helps with team building. And not just that, it gives employees like that that sense of pride. That we're able to work for such an organization that does well by its members, but also by our local community.
Yeah.
And I like that we can, it's open for everyone, like the community
everyone.
and like the employees. And I know you did mention that earlier, but I've had family and friends join me at several volunteering events, and it's always fun and it's great, and it makes you feel good at the end of the day.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
A few hours out of your day, you're making a difference in somebody else's life. It's a huge thing.
Yeah.
I will say, I guess coming from like the business development side, right? Because like that's like my mind is where it's at all the time. It's also a great place to like connect. You know what I mean? Like it's such a good place to like meet other people that are like-minded and trying to pursue the same route and trying to give back. It's a great way to connect with other people in your community and create those relationships, create those friendships.
For sure.
It's a good thing, and it's a great way for our community to just get a little bit closer with one another.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like these days community is something that can be kind of hard to come by, and I just absolutely love like any opportunity that we can have, whether it's like an event that Nikki coordinates or something that you guys coordinate and put together, any opportunity to just bring people together physically in person to share in that community and help each other is just so beautiful, and I love that.
Absolutely.
Nikki, what is a story or a moment, something that you have experienced maybe that you think really captures the spirit of the FCU team?
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
excited.
Okay, so one moment that really stands out to me, guys, is our Christmas family, our annual Christmas family adoptions. All of the Shell FCU employees come together and they help us purchase, wrap, deliver hundreds of gifts to multiple families. And not just that, just the families just opening up their homes to us, giving us the opportunity to see, a part of their lives firsthand. It's very rewarding, and it's something that definitely it's a tearjerker every year, guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same. I was like the first, it just went straight to the holidays. Whenever we do those, we have so many gifts that we get our volunteer or our staff donates or the members and stuff like that, and it's just so beautiful whenever we're wrapping them and get everyone excited and ready for the holidays. But then whenever we get to deliver those gifts for the families.
Yeah,
I'm a crybaby, so I'm always crying. I'm in the back and I'm like,
it's definitely a beautiful experience, and it's very eye-opening and it's so rewarding. But
I haven't had the opportunity to experience one of those yet,
This
so I
is
wasn't.
your year.
So I'm really excited. I'm really excited.
It's very
Good to know.
fun.
I'll wear waterproof mascara.
And it's very fun, and the thing is, like whatever we say can't really do it justice. Like when you experience it, it's a surreal thing. Just because you think back to I'm someone who really loves Christmas. I love Christmas with a passion,
Me too.
and so you get the opportunity to kind of be on that other end where instead of just I remember being a kid and as happy as I was receiving some gifts, now you get to be the one delivering them, and it's a surreal experience, and the families are always so grateful that it's in terms of impactful moments, that one's definitely always
for sure. And then seeing all the Shell FCU employees come together, because those are hundreds of gifts that we donate.
Yeah.
And we're a team of 12. We wouldn't be able to do it without the employees.
12 strong though.
12 strong, yes, 12 strong. But we wouldn't be able to do it without those employees. So it's really beautiful the way that we all come together and we can all do it for our community.
I love that. About the pet adoptions, who is it that you partner with for the pet adoptions?
So in the past, I've partnered with the Pasadena Animal Shelter, but I'm always open to other organizations that would love to partner with us. So feel free to contact us.
Thank you, Nikki. I love all these stories and all of the things that I've gotten to see for myself, and the stories from y'all and the community about all the ways that we can kind of give back through our service. I want to go back a little bit and talk about Business of the Month. I want to talk to you guys about Business of the Month because I love Business of the Month, and it's not just because I edit the Business of the Month videos. But no, I just was thinking about some of the community spotlights and stuff like that you guys do. So talk to me. Let's share a little bit with us about what Business of the Month is and how y'all do that.
You know more about how it started, right?
Yes. So we started Business of the Month back in 2020 when a lot of the businesses were struggling to stay open because of the pandemic at the time. So this was a way for us to give back to them and then help them out a way that we could just recognize them for, being out there in the community, still giving back and just being supportive and helping everyone out. So that's how we started, basically recognizing these businesses that are involved in the community. They continue to be involved in the community. So you see them out, at school events, you see them at community events during the holidays, you see them, sponsoring these things, volunteering. We get a lot of those, and we get a lot of partnerships out of them as well.
Oh, yeah.
And then we get to talk to them, and they get to talk to us and tell us a little bit about their businesses. And that's what we like. We like to celebrate them, you know, for being active in the community as well. Because
it's definitely evolved too, like over the years. Like it's evolved so much.
Yes.
I think like from where it was originally, where we just wanted to, you know, snap a photo, you know, and it's like they get certificates, you know, like to show like, hey, congratulations, this is you.
Yes.
Like you did this, you know. So they get a certificate that's framed. You know, we usually like to give them a couple of goodie bags.
Yes.
Like, you know, and then each one could be different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of us give better goodie bags than others. But we give them some goodie bags, and of course they get a yard sign. So you may see the yard sign actually.
yes, so you see the yard signs. Yes.
You can see that yard sign out there that says Shell Federal Credit's Business of the Month, and it's really funny because you had some where they're like, do I have to give this back to you?
Yeah, because the yard sign says Business of the Month, and then they were like, oh, do I have to give it back? And I'm like, you can keep it as long as you want. And there's some where like, I think it's been like a year and they still have to sign it, which I love it.
By all means, because it's a testament to their achievement. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's what it is. And it's also really cool because we started doing, I think it was a little earlier this year, we started doing videos now.
Yeah.
So if you go onto our Instagram, you can see the videos that Miss Audrey has been putting together. And she's doing it for
I didn't intend this to be a plug. But I'm like, you guys talk about my video.
So Miss Audrey Rogers, but if you go into our Instagram, you can see you can scroll through and you can see some of the videos that we've done. And it's really fun and interesting because it kind of, it's like these little mini documentaries, like kind of like it's a little elevator pitch where you get to kind of see into the world of this business just for like a couple of seconds. And it's cool because it allows our community to then know and like be incorporated into their business, right? So they can physically go out there and just be aware that, hey, this place is doing amazing work. If you're gonna spend your money, come spend it here.
I know. I always love to see the comments on the videos where people are like, "Oh, cool! I'm gonna go get some ice cream or whatever." I think it's like it's fun because not only are they getting that recognition, but they're also getting more eyes, you know, and then it's also helpful then to the community as well because they're learning about new cool places in their own community.
Exactly.
Absolutely. I love that. I love that.
We have a good time with
Yeah,
this. Those are a lot of fun.
Yeah. Okay, question for all three of y'all. Have there been any times when the business development team and the FCU team have worked together for an event?
Well, actually, guys, we were the opening day sponsor for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, and employees had the opportunity to be a part of their Random Acts of Kindness Day, and so they were out there volunteering. It was so fun. They were snapping photos of the people that were at the rodeo, picking up trash, opening up doors, and then at the end, to reward all their hard work, they got to watch the concert, which was so fun. We all got to hang out with them. Which was even better. Which was even better. You know, we got to hang out with the volunteers, watch the concert. So it was fun.
That was a busy day.
It was a long day.
Long day. And I'm not the biggest boots wearer. I had to wear boots that whole day. That was a busy day. But there's so many times where we'll overlap.
We get to work a lot with the FCU team. For example, like the education part of it. Like I know the FCU team's also very strong in volunteering, but also they're always. I know Nikki finds ways to give back to the schools mainly. With that's where we work.
Or
a lot.
Sarah's house. Recently, we just partnered together. We gave out some donations to Sarah's house, so that was fun. What else, guys?
It was a decor. I know it was
even the Christmas one as
well.
Like
Christmas always.
Time.
And then I can. There are times that sometimes I, run into a pickle, and I need a connection. And my BD team, they're always so good at helping me get those connections and getting that community outreach.
How can members, if they want to get involved with some of the volunteer opportunities that we have here, how can members or community members get involved?
Yeah, so they can go follow us on our Facebook page, and then they can also visit us at our new revamped FCU Team website, which is ShellFCU.org/FCU Team. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. And do you have to be a Shell FCU member
Nope.
to volunteer with the FCU
No, we
team?
welcome everybody, employees, community members, students, everyone.
Do you have a like an age requirement?
Nope, as long as you have a parent or guardian, we would love to have you.
Oh, I love that, love that. And then another question that we get a lot from like businesses or people that are organizing community events is how can Shell FCU partner with us? So what would your answer to that be?
Yeah.
So you can always visit our website and or send us give us a call or send us an email. Our email is businessdevelopment@shellfcu.org. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to add this to the comment section.
Yeah.
Just in case. But
It'll be on there.
yes, super simple. Businessdevelopment@shellfcu.org, or you can give us a call at 713-844-1100, and then just let them know that you would like to speak with any of the business development reps. Or if you follow us on social media, that's another way for you to find us. Get a hold of one of us and be like, "Hi, I would like to talk to the marketing or business development team. We have this coming up." And again, we're always looking for events to support or be involved with. And
I mean, and don't be afraid to have the conversation. I think we have oftentimes we'll have a lot of people where they're like, "Well, I don't know if Shell would or if Shell would want to." Don't be afraid to have the conversation. Come by. If you happen to see us out in the community, come up to me. I'll give you a free high five. And then you could go right into talking about whatever you got going on. And we can see where we can help. Because even if we can't, let's say, do everything, that's on the list there, we'll always try to find some way that
we'll try to find a way
that we can at least partially help out,
we always have bags to donate.
We'll do something. But mainly just because that's part of the heart of the company. We want to be as involved as we can. We want to give back as best
we also want to be mindful of the type of events that we do as well.
Oh, absolutely.
And how we give back to the community.
For sure, So reach out to us.
Yes, absolutely. All right. So thank you, guests, so much for sharing your experiences with us. Thank you to everyone who's joined us today. Before we end, I just want to kind of recap a little bit of what we talked about today, because there was just so much good stuff that y'all brought up, and I appreciate y'all so much for being here. Thanks, guys. But one of the things that we talked about is that credit unions are different from banks because we are not for profit. We focus on our membership, what we can give back to the community and to our members. Shell FCU reinvests the earnings back into members and the community, and that is a big part of what these three amazing people here do, is figure out the best ways for us to do that, right? What can we do best to serve our community? How can we give back? So business development team, give us like a 1 or 2 sentence summary. I'm testing y'all of what it is that you guys do. Like just a quick wrap up.
A quick wrap up.
Yeah.
Cool. 1 to 2 sentences.
It doesn't have to be super quick.
Somebody start counting the words.
I was just going to say 2 words.
I just didn't want to put y'all on the spot.
I'm here for it. So essentially what we do is we focus on making sure that Shell Federal Credit Union is involved in the community in the best possible ways.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
That's perfect.
How many
Tear to
sentences
my
was that?
eye.
Can somebody
That was
I'm like,
great.
I got the chills.
That was
I
pretty
know,
good, right?
the chills. And then FCU
Somebody write that
team,
down. That's good.
will you give us a quick
Of course.
summary?
The FCU team, we basically just want to focus on furthering our community unity and what ways that we can do that, whether it's any local not-for-profit organization, partnering with us. We'll see how we can meet y'all halfway.
Oh, beautiful.
Love that.
I love that.
So
So
someone
we're,
write this down?
write that down. Wait, this
You're good,
is filmed, so we'll have it on video.
No, write it down.
So we're really, really proud that Shell FCU is more than just a financial institution, and we're really proud of all of the work that we do with our community. If you want to learn more about any of this stuff, you can visit our website. You could stop in by one of our branches to ask questions. You can check our social media pages for updates about all the things that we have going on. Thank you all so much for being here, for hanging out with us today, and listening to us gab about how much we love what it is that we do. And we really look forward to seeing you at our next webinar. And don't forget about our Facebook Live on October 15th.
That's
Don't forget.
fun.
Don't forget.
Yeah, you'll see us there.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye,
Thank you,
everyone.
guys.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Nice talking with you.